What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I will be talking on what makes a music artist a legend. Now, I've seen this post on Facebook overall talking on how Lauryn Hill, if you guys don't know who Lauryn Hill is, I would recommend looking up her music because she has released good music. She was also part of a band. The Fugees, I think that was the name. I don't know, bro. I don't pay attention to Lauryn Hill like that, so I know people are gonna probably be like, bro, how do you not know what the band's name is? Because I don't pay attention to every artist. I pay attention to artists that I listen to on the regular. I don't listen to her on the regular, so I don't want to hear nobody talking about how do you not know, no, I don't care for it, okay? So, but anyways, there's no disrespect to her and her music or anything that she's been a part of. I'm just like, I don't listen to every artist like that. So, but anyways, so there's a post talking on her saying how her album, I guess she released an album that was legendary, but her herself is not a legendary artist. So that leaves me to ask that person and many people what makes an artist a legendary artist, because I see it as this: if you released one good album or one good song, you're a legend in my eyes. Now, you might not have like the best, I think like when you just overall just start deteriorating as an artist and more so just racking up all these crazy things that's like surrounding you, and you're in the media's eye for like the wrong reasons, then I feel like then that's when you lose your legendary status. But other than that, there are artists out there that, yes, they have released legendary songs and legendary albums. They're not necessarily considered a legend, but then there's artists that have done that and they are considered a legend. So I'm like, there could be another artist where they could have had the same career as Lauryn Hill, and then people would consider them a legend. My thing is that there's most likely 100, 1,000, most likely might even be 1,000,000 people where they have been inspired by Lauryn Hill's music to follow their dreams, follow their paths, whether it's music or something else. Because it's like, you have to see this. Like, this girl, I don't even know how much money, but she came from an era where making a name for yourself in the music industry, extremely difficult back then, extremely difficult. The fact that she was able to do it back then, and it wasn't like how it is now, where it's like, bro, you can post a song on TikTok. If that song gets over like 1,000,000 likes, you're set. You are set. You got a gold or platinum selling song on there. So my thing is like, yeah, there's all these like social media platforms. There's all these like, different places to go to listen to music. And for her to, come from an era where like CDs and freaking what else was coming out back then, freaking the tape thingies, I don't know what they called them, but overall, like, she came from an era of music where it was extremely difficult to get your music like plays and stuff, but it was still like, it was still doing its thing. It's not like how easy as it is now where, if an artist comes out with a music video, people can very well go and watch it like on YouTube today or any other music video website. But back then, it was like you had to wait until that stuff came out on TV. Like you had to, what was it? VH1 Soul? I think that's what it used to be called or something like that. But yeah, it's like you wanted to listen to some Lauryn Hill, you had to wait until VH1 Soul played her music. But other than that, it was like, she still made a name for herself. So that's why I'm like, bruh, this girl that made a name for herself, and a name that people are going to remember. I'm saying I'm not like the biggest Lauryn Hill fan, but I remember her name. I know who she is. I just don't listen to her music. But I'm like, when you have people that don't listen to your music know who you are, you're a legend. Now, if there's people, I feel like then that's when you're considered a legend. But when you release a song and then people don't know your face, don't know who you are. Like, for an example, the one artist that did the Whip Nay Nay song. And the reason why I'm talking on him, because that song was a pretty popular song. I think that song got like 1 billion views on YouTube or something like that. So he released that song and blew up off of it. It was like, song got like everywhere, everybody was playing it, everybody was doing the dance and all that stuff. And it was pretty much like a dancing song. Like, he was just having, like, he just turned his lyrics into, like, all the past dances in, like, the past, like, 5 to 10 years. So, but anyways, People don't probably know his name. People don't probably remember his face. Not up until now, when he had, like, got into all that crap that he got into. I think they say he. Well, I think the last thing that they say he just recently did was kill his cousin, and then he went into these random people's house with a hatchet trying to find his ex girlfriend. Had some photos leaked out of him. Like, that man was dealing with some stuff. But I'm pretty sure before that, people probably didn't know who he was, didn't know, unless you, like, listened to his song on the regular or you paid attention to that type of stuff. But other than that, if somebody were to hold up, like, 3 photos of, like, whoever, right? Talking about who released this song. Was it this guy, or this guy? I probably would have pointed at a photo and they'd been like, bro, that's a blurred, or they were like, when maybe not, okay, maybe not like a blurred image, but they had been like, bro, that's an image of Michael Jackson when he was like 14 years old. Like, how do you, I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. I thought that's who did it. What, am I right? Like, was it Michael Jackson? I don't know who released that song. So, but anyways, but there's other artists and other songs and albums out there where they have, it was good, but nobody don't really pay attention to the artist. But and I have to say, probably another example is the music artist Soldier Boy. Now, Soldier Boy, he's known for many reasons, okay? But we all know him for releasing his OG album, right? We all know him for that reason. So, is he a legendary artist? Because he released that first good album, then he released some like songs here and there that was good. But other than that, is he considered a legendary artist because of like his one album and few songs that he released? Yes, he's a legendary artist. Why? Because he made a name for himself and he still continued on that name. That's why I'm overall saying with Lauryn Hill. She made a name for herself and she still continued that name. That's why people are still buying tickets to, because my thing is like, regardless of how you view a musician or their music, they still made a name for themselves. They turned a name from like that was literally at ground zero, turned it into a skyscraper. Now, it might not be an important skyscraper to you, but to others, yes, people see that that's my all-time favorite building. I love this building. I love this skyscraper. So you might not view her as a legendary artist. You might not view the guy Silento that did the Whip Nay Nay song. You might not view him as a legendary artist. You might not view Soulja Boy as a legendary artist, but others will, and others always will. Because they released a song that they were listening to on a regular basis. So I feel like that somebody that is overall hating or they're just like not a fan at all, like when you say some stuff like that, that is your opinion. That is your opinion. But I feel like if you're actually paying attention to the musical facts of a artist, then it's like you will see that, oh yeah, this girl, she's a legend. Because how many streams is she getting on Spotify? Hold on for a second. Lauryn Hill Radio. They got like a radio thing of her. I feel like I'm misspelling her name. Hold on for a second. Oh, Miss Lauryn Hill. So I was misspelling her name, but it's Miss Lauryn Hill. Okay. Yeah, she gets 6 million monthly listeners. I'm saying there's artists today that can't even break that. Like and then she has like some one of her or the Killing Me Softly with his song 330 million streams. It wasn't like Spotify came out years ago when she was doing her thing. Spotify came out maybe what? Like a decade ago, little over a decade ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know exactly. Let me see when Spotify was created. Spotify release dates. Spotify was released. Okay, so yeah, a decade ago, literally July 2011. So in that, like in the 10 years, her music has been, and I don't even know when exactly her music got added to Spotify. It probably took a little bit longer for her music to get added to Spotify because nobody really know what it was. So probably less than 10 years, she managed to accumulate millions of, that's just with one song. It was only one song that had 330 million plays, but her other song, Doo Wop, 223 million. Ready or Not, 184 million. X Factor, 106 million. And Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, 41 million. And she's released 3 albums. It was like an MTV Unplugged. Okay, well then that's why if people are like she's not a legendary artist, she released an album in 96 and 98, and then she released an album in 2002. And the last time she released, I'm like, the girl was set. Like, she was making bank off of that, and she was smart about her money. So, if she's not considered a legendary artist, then I would have to consider her a smart person because she used her money wisely. You know, she wasn't like, there's artists out there that was probably buying crap tons of that came up from the same time she did, making the same amount of money that she was making, but they overall was like, oh, nah, I'm going to use my money to buy about 10 cars, 2, 3 houses. I'm about to be traveling left and right all over the place. Get me to chains, get me watches and rings and all these other things. Get me all the latest Jordans and stuff. And now they're broke. But Lauryn Hill, she was smart. I'm saying this girl, she's all like, on God release. And then them artists that came up from the same time she did, they're probably still releasing music still till this day, or got like their hands dipped into the music industry. So yeah, I'm like, I personally don't think she would be considered like not a legendary. I personally think she is considered a legendary artist, but that's just my opinion. But I also think it's a fact. I'm like, for her to release an album all those years ago and it still gets talked about till this day, and she hasn't really. I feel like if she were to release another album, anytime soon, I mean, I don't think she's in the talks of it, but let's just see if she is. Most likely not. But anyways, how I spell her name again? Lauryn. Nope. Lauryn Hill. New album. Look, it's like, and they still talking on stuff. Oh, there is like in talks of it in 2019. Yeah, she has. It was like this girl. She released an album in '98, and that was all like she don't even need to release any more music. Did she retire from music? Well, I mean, she did make some songs in 2019, but yeah, years active 1990. Yeah, 1998, and then she made a name for herself, blown up like years later, and then still has like that same like people still talk about her music today, and then obviously people are still listening to it. She's getting 6 million monthly listeners. But let's see if she has any, well, there's like impact. Many artists have been inspired by. Oh, so let's just talk on all of the different artists that have been inspired by Lauryn Hill. So on Wikipedia, they said many artists have been inspired by Lauryn Hill, including Adele, Beyonce, Christina Aguilera, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Amy Winehouse, Janelle Monáe, Rihanna, Childish Gambino, Erykah Badu, Lizzo, Drake, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Her, Sam Smith, Normani, Tiana Taylor, Solange Knowles, Beyonce's sister, Maggie Rogers, Pharrell Williams, Tori Killings, Mabel, Jess Glynn, Glennie or something, I think, Clairo, Jenny of Blackpink, CL of 2NE1, RM of BTS, Kobe Kellett, something like that, Natasha Bedingfield, freaking that one girl with her name, it's like SZA, like SZA or something like that. I don't freaking know how to pronounce that girl's name. Saint Vincent, Ella Mai, Missy Elliott, Nas, Kelly Clarkson, Lil' Kim, Madison Beer, Foxy Brown, Rhapsody, Alicia Keys, Kalani, Georgia Smith, Ariana Grande, Chloe and Halle, Bastille, Andra Day, The Weeknd, Chance the Rapper, Rosalia Lecrae, Leanne Lee Havis, Ryan Destiny, Freddie Gibbs, Snore, I don't freaking know how to pronounce that name, but another person, Pink, and BB Rexa. All of those people, you mean to tell me that she's not considered a legendary artist and she inspired all of those people to make music? Nah. Nah. Because I'm like, my thing is, you gotta sit down and think about it. If she wasn't here, do you think, I'm not saying that those artists would have not lived out their dreams as a like a musical artist and things, but do you think that some of the songs that they create, because I'm pretty sure they most likely have made a song inspired or using like Lauryn Hill's flow or overall just like, you know, samples or anything, especially even samples, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure there's so many people that have sampled her music. So I'm like, when you go from people sampling your music to all of those inspirations to all of that stuff, and then of course you still got the same fans that you had from back in the 90s. I don't know. I'm gonna have to you know, call doubt on that statement by whoever created that photo. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, you don't make it a name for yourself, or you don't be like, or more so it's like people just saying you're not a legendary artist, but you got all of that underneath your belt. I'm sorry, but nah, I'm gonna have to say no to that. I'm like, that girl's a legendary artist, whether you like it or not. So, but anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Subscribe to all 28 of my YouTube channels. I got a crap ton of them. Pick and choose which ones you want to subscribe to. Follow me on Twitch. I'm thinking I might go live. I'm gonna probably go live here in a second. But yeah, follow me on Twitch. Probably by the time you guys hear this episode, I'm gonna be starting up another stream or something. But yeah, follow me on Twitch. What else? Follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at TMossBoss. Same with Twitch too. Just search up TMossBoss and you'll find me. But yeah, that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.